Welcome to today's Explainer. We're diving into something absolutely wild today. So think about the year 2026. A lot of folks are predicting we're going to hit a singularity. Basically, a post-apocalyptic scenario driven by severe overpopulation and a total collapse of resources. And right now, we are seemingly being handed three really grim choices. We either succumb to a nuclear conflict, we die from global cataclysms, or we listen to the visions of tech giants like Anthropic and SpaceX and literally abandon Earth to escape into the cold vacuum of space. But what if there's a fourth option, a local singularity? Today, we're exploring an international pilot project called the AI Eden Project. It's an incredible blueprint for transforming Earth into a network of autonomous, living biodata ecosystems, and it's starting right now, right on the ground in Ukraine.
Okay, so here's our roadmap for this explainer. We're going to start broad with global AI geopolitics, then zoom in to Ukraine's national language models. From there, we'll look at AI in education through the Maria app, explore the physical ecosystem of Hutteritz 6.0, break down its energy infrastructure, and finally, wrap up with AI ethics and control.
Section 1. Global AI Geopolitics, the New Frontier of Influence. Let's get right into it.
To really grasp what's happening locally, we have to look at the macro level first. There is a stark, absolute contrast in global AI philosophies right now. On one side, you've got a model heavily focused on national security and social control, using algorithmic diplomacy to push a very specific global narrative. And then on the flip side, you have Western frameworks that are fiercely prioritizing individual privacy, human rights, and accountability. This isn't just an academic debate. This is a literal battle for the underlying architecture of our future global society.
Just to put this global race into perspective, let's look at a massive number, 38,000. Over the last decade, Chinese inventors published over 38,000 generative AI patent families. That completely dwarfs the US, which sits at about 6,300. So, as these digital empires expand, surviving the future is going to require a completely different approach. We need spaces where a nation acts as a localized horizontal digital fortress, rather than just submitting to global corporate or state dominance.
Section 2. Ukraine's national language models, sovereign AI for survival.
When superpowers are battling for control of the cloud, how does a nation actually protect its digital and cultural sovereignty, especially during an active kinetic conflict? Well, Ukraine is honestly the perfect bridgehead for this experiment. They're already operating in this reality where the future has arrived, it's just unevenly distributed. They are fighting a modern network war while functioning as an ultra-advanced digital state. For them, a national large language model is absolutely not just a fun chatbot. It's a critical defensive shield. By training AI on local dialects and history and keeping that sensitive data strictly within their own borders, they ensure their culture isn't just swallowed up by foreign servers.
And this brings us to a massive shift in how we think about AI architecture, small language models, or SLLMs. These are compact, highly efficient models that run locally on individual devices, completely offline. Think about it. In a crisis, you cannot afford to have your survival depend on begging a distant cloud server for an answer. You need tech that is autonomous. And in this localized setup, the community residents themselves act as what they call validator neurons for the model, building an ethical, collective intelligence from the ground up.
Section 3. AI in Education, the Maria app, nurturing the next generation. So how does this sovereign AI directly impact human development? Let's talk about the kids. The Ukrainian government rolled out a digital assistant named Maria, which translates to dream. It's an AI guide, but the core philosophy here is totally human-centric. Maria analyzes the educational environment, student interests, and teachers' skills to build a personalized path. But here's the kicker. It never makes the final decision for the child. It's all about empowering student agency and uncovering their unique potential, not replacing their free will with an algorithm.
And this matters on such a profound level. In a post-conflict zone, AI in education goes way beyond just improving math scores. It's actively being used for trauma-informed pedagogy. The AI adapts the learning environment based on the specific emotional and cognitive bandwidth of students who have actually experienced war. It's about creating a safe, inclusive space that genuinely assists in their psychological recovery.
Section 4. The Hutteritz 6.0 Ecosystem, the physical manifestation of AI. This is where the abstract code becomes a physical reality.
Take a look at this stunning dome concept. This is Hutteritz 6.0. Rather than launching humanity into space to survive, this is a horizontal digital fortress being built right on Earth. We're talking about a 40-hectare socio-ecological settlement in Ukraine designed to house up to 4,000 residents. It functions as a living biodata center. It's an autonomous node specifically designed for the social and economic recovery of war veterans. In this space, the digital human is treated as an extension of the physical self, not a replacement.
Now, how does a settlement like this actually function? It basically runs on 4 interconnected gears that completely merge physical infrastructure with the digital world. You have a massive agro-cluster for sustainable food, an ice arena with pools for physical rehabilitation, 1,000 fully inclusive smart homes, and an educational metaverse for the kids that is guided by an AI guardian angel. It's a closed, self-sustaining loop.
Section 5. Infrastructure, Energy and Rehabilitation. Engineering a healing community. Let's break down the actual engineering here, because it's brilliant. Take the ice arena, for example. It's not just a nice amenity for veteran sledge hockey and physical rehab. Think about the thermal energy generated by the machines keeping a 1,570 square meter ice rink frozen. Instead of venting that heat out, it is fully captured and repurposed to heat the surrounding buildings and pools. The AI essentially orchestrates this incredibly complex energy ballet, making sure absolutely nothing goes to waste.
And right next door, you've got the agro-cluster. Now here's where it gets crazy. This is integrated with an 80-hectare complex designed to process up to 200,000 tons of solid municipal waste into energy. This colossal surplus of energy powers high-tech greenhouses and rosaries managed by AI. This isn't just about eco-friendliness. It ensures total economic autonomy for the community. It provides high-paying therapeutic jobs for veterans. And because they have that financial stability, their families can focus on healing through music, sports, and art, directly treating psychosomatic disorders by providing a stable, thriving environment. Of course, building a biodata ecosystem like this doesn't happen in a vacuum. It relies on a solid 4-pillar partnership model: state land grants, business franchising, donor funding, and international partners. The coordinators executing this massive vision are ICF Eden and the LM Academy. It really proves that to survive and build this 4th option for our future, we need deep, cross-sector collaboration.
Section 6, AI Ethics and Control. Governing the future. Because if we're building these autonomous tech fortresses, we absolutely have to make sure they don't turn into digital prisons, right?
This brings us to a whole new paradigm of metaverse philosophy, what they're calling the Synthetics Noosphere Alliance. And the very first unbreakable law, the root protocol for Keterit 6.0, is the absolute inseparability of biological and digital experience. Ukraine is the ultimate testing ground for this, because it's a place where the analog shell has already cracked. The goal here isn't to replace humans with an algorithm. It's to create an algorithm capable of understanding human irrationality, our pain, and our search for meaning. That philosophy is our shield against a jurisdictional asteroid hitting us. We aren't waiting for the impact. We are stepping up to rate the laws of gravity ourselves.
So what does this all mean for us? The true promise of AI isn't found in fleeing into the cosmos like tech billionaires want us to. It's found in international pilot projects like the AI Eden project, which are specifically designed to be multiplied across combat zones and disaster areas all over the globe. ICF Eden and LM Academy are actually actively calling for partners for the physical construction of Keterit 6.0 right now. You can even reach out directly to the project coordinator, Oleg Vibochun, at alem@europe.com to get involved. The tech is already here. The only question left is, do we build AI to escape reality, or will you help us rebuild it and heal it right here on Earth?